You know, when it's the mom that has her son that's missing, and like I just think of the time that our family went through that with my brother. It's about helping the families and bringing some kind of relief to the mother, bringing some kind of relief to the children, and you know, to the families that miss them, that don't know what's going on.
We saw the huge spike in the deaths of people trying to cross the border, unnecessary deaths. In 2005, 252 deaths or bodies that were found. You know, migrants telling us that they had seen 4 or 5 people buried there, or sets of remains. So we know that the number is dramatically bigger.
The other thing that came up was, well, you know, there are all these unidentified people there. And Derechos was getting all these calls on missing people. Because Derechos being out there on this issue, we were finding out that most of the people who called in as missing are being detained somewhere. And now that we have this mosaic of detainment centers, I mean, it really shows how decentralized things can be. There are great efforts that are made to help a family find their missing person.
We would not only engage in trying to find them somewhere within the system with life, and if that was led to nowhere, we also contacted the Office of Medical Examiner, who had their own forensic anthropologist.
It's really important that we have organizations like Derechos doing this type of work. When family members call, we create strong relationships with the people that we do work with across the country in Mexico, Central America. The goal is to connect people that are going through the same thing, get people that are empowered to not only search for their own loved ones, but try to create change and fight against this really unjust system that we're working within.
My work is to talk to them initially, to make to get the information and to see how we can begin the search. I interview them specifically about when the last time that they spoke to the family member was, what happened around the time where they left in the desert, where were they left, and any information that they may know. It's what we do. So it's an interview trying to put the pieces together of what last happened.
When a call comes in that has the potential for being a search and rescue case, then we will try to initiate volunteer search teams to go out and look for this person. Especially like in Arizona, there are groups that are out in the desert every day. Like, will you go out and do water drops in this area? Will you go, like, if you're gonna be out in this area anyways, will you just keep your eyes open? This is something that's going on. And we can do that for pretty broad areas. We also do try to activate governmental resources as long as we have the permission of the family to do that.
So when my brother was old enough, he tried coming to the United States several times. And one of those times we didn't know for a few days where he had, you know, where he was. And my mom was so worried. My mom was really worried. And I could see it, you know, every time that he attempted to cross, there were days that she didn't sleep, that she didn't eat, that you can just see it in her face. As a kid, like, it impacts you. And as a kid, you see that and like it becomes normal to you, but then you realize that it's not normal. right? That it's not okay for families to be going through that, for mothers to be separated from their children. So it just kind of drew me to the work that I do now.
Everyone in the world has a right to help somebody else. The history of Mexican Americans is filled with incidents of groups helping immigrants, new immigrants who are arriving, of helping each other's families, of helping those of us in need. Derechos is continuing to pursue that because that's what our community wants. That's what we want. We want the right to help our own people.
To attempt to survive, to rejoin with their families, to escape poverty, to be human. They have the courage to try to make this horrific journey, and many of them perish. They didn't die of old age, they didn't die of a heart attack. They remind us of our inhumanity.